Hi, I'm Leanna Haakons, and welcome to the SALT Sideline Report. We are here today at SALT New York with David Bahnsen, the founder and CIO of the Bahnsen Group. Welcome, David.
Well, thank you for having me.
So you are going to be speaking on a panel this year on modern wealth management, and you're somewhat of a contrarian in the space. Tell us what your takeaways are going to be from the panel tomorrow and how those opinions might differ from others on the panel.
I think there's a huge focus right now on what's changed out of COVID, and we're really focused on what hasn't changed. A lot of people talking about working remotely, where we're really big on working in office. A lot of people are convinced that clients are going to want a whole new experience going forward. We think the relationship side of the wealth management business is pretty evergreen. People want to have a kind of intimate, close relationship, and we're trying to drive a culture around that. We don't think COVID has disrupted some of those unchangeable things. There's obviously a huge focus on crypto and digital. There's a lot of shiny new objects out there. A lot of that stuff has its place. We're still focused on the core building block of a portfolio, of a client experience. So in a lot of ways, I kind of feel like the old school guy walking around because we're focused on what has always worked and yet still open to where there needs to be change and improvement.
Mm-hmm. And your firm has actually grown quite a bit throughout the last couple of years, despite COVID. You have been named one of the top advisors in the country by multiple publications. Just to toot your horn there a little bit, multiple best-selling author. Tell us who you are most excited to see at SALT this week from other speakers and what topics you might be interested in.
Well, I'm always excited to hear from Steve Cohen, Point 72, and he's actually appearing in a couple of different places, and he's just absolutely brilliant, insightful guy. There's great hedge fund talent, great private markets, private credit, real estate. So the speaker lineup's fantastic, but just being able to network with other people in person, there's a great brain trust. Our firm has grown throughout this time period, and I think a lot of it has to do with being open, meeting with clients face to face, and then also just being hugely focused on creating content. We want to every day, whether people agree with the perspective or not, have a point of view in politics and economics and markets. So we're very forward about what we believe, our worldview, if you will, and some people like it, some people don't. But that's been a huge draw for us throughout COVID, was that we were very forward thinking in whether it's podcasts, media, writing. You mentioned, I write books. We create our own content. Every word of what has ever come out from us, we're writing ourselves. And that, I believe, helps us build connections with people that might be like-minded.
And I think that's really important. A lot of people have obviously taken up content creation from all different areas of the space throughout COVID as a way to stay in touch with their potential audience or clients. What is your favorite medium to reach potential clients at your firm?
Well, I'm definitely making myself sound older than I am because I am really old school. I love reading books. And so it's my favorite medium is I'm a book reader, book writer. But I think that doing podcasts, doing video, I've gotten much more comfortable with it. We do a lot of that. And that's definitely generated quite a large audience for us. And so regardless of the medium, blogs, social media, podcast, video, books, white papers, we do all of it. And I believe it builds those points around what we believe. But my own favorites is always going to be the book side. I have a new book coming out later in the year on economics, and so that's more just a personal preference, I guess.
Yeah, so your next book comes out November, I believe, this year. And what is the title of that, and what makes you so excited about this area of economics?
It's called There's No Free Lunch, 250 Economic Truths, and it's almost meant to be like a daily devotional reading on economics. There's a quote from a famous economist every day with my own kind of pithy paragraph about it, of commentary. The reason why I'm so excited is I think more and more people, particularly those of us who work in finance here, need an economic foundation, need a sort of philosophical ground as to why they believe what they believe. And I don't think a lot of people necessarily have that. So I think it's going to be a helpful book to kind of reinforce a philosophy of free enterprise, which I'm very passionate about. And I'm excited to kind of see what the reaction to it is.
Well, we look forward to the release of that and to your modern wealth advising panel tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here, David.
Appreciate it very much.